Porn. That's right, you didn't mishear me. I said the word porn. It's a 4-letter word, and once again I'll say it one more time just to reiterate the point of this video: porn. More specifically, public porn. Now, everyone comes across porn in their daily life. Whether it's grandma mistyping something in the Google, or the over at the 10-year-old who discovers why the internet is now his new best friend. Porn is everywhere. Though there are certain situations in certain places where you should not expect and should not see porn. Such as a church, a family dinner outing, and in the case of this video, a public parking lot. Now, as I've said before, porn is everywhere, but not always in plain sight. Such as the internet, porn is existed there, but it's not everywhere. Okay, it's not majority of everywhere. It's still there. Porn is there's a lot of porn on the internet. The point is, I'm getting off track. A public parking lot is somewhere where you do not usually expect to see porn, and porn should not be there. However, in this story, we'll talk about how I witnessed a man who decided that porn is now the new trend spreading the nation and should be freely advertised anywhere and everywhere. So I'll start where this story begins. I live in a college town, so I'm no stranger to seeing weird things go across my daily life. But here, this was a open day, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and here I am trying to go buy groceries, doing the whole adult thing, being responsible, trying to act like I'm somewhat of an adult, and I'm going to buy groceries. And what do I see on my drive there? I see a man holding a cardboard sign sitting next to a van, which is not too uncommon to see. It's usually something where it's a guy down on his luck, needs some spare change, some food. But as I begin to get closer and take that turn heading into the parking lot where this man is holding up a sign that says something, and at first I just get a quick glimpse at it, and I thought, there's no fucking way it said that, what? And of course, I circle back around the parking lot just to make sure I wasn't going crazy. I mean, I know it's been a while, Bryson, but shit, you shouldn't have that on your mind constantly. But unfortunately, and I guess thankfully, it was not my fault or my filthy mind that was translating an innocent word into something perverted. It was just perverted words. On the sign, this man had, I don't exactly want to advertise the website in case this video actually gets out to somewhere, because that kind of defeats the point. So let's call it betterthanpornhub.com. Written right there on his cardboard sign, which looked like he grabbed out of the local dumpster, written in black Sharpie marker. Now the guy himself is a big, black, huge guy, and, we've all seen the Green Mile. Well, no, that doesn't do him justice. This gentleman looked like he ate the man from the Green Mile, sitting out in the Walmart parking lot wearing his torn up white beater, advertising porn, and just to put that cherry on top of the creepiness scale, next to a white looking rackety ass beat up pedophile van. This thing was shady as shady can get. Tinted windows, busted out rims, and again, written on the very back of this van, pointed the same direction the guy was looking at everyone, is the same website written in some kind of purple crayon looking stuff on the back window. It looked like maybe the last victim that the pedophile dragged into his van, his last dying act, was to scribble out betterthanpornhub.com on the back window. I couldn't believe this! This guy not only is willing to degrade himself, degrade his somewhat of a vehicle, he had no shame in this whatsoever, out there with the weirdest, missing teeth looking smile, grinning at people, shaking a sign, advertising a porn site. Now, in case you're wondering at this point, yes, curiosity did get the better of me, and I did visit said betterthanpornhub.com, and I wish I hadn't, because like I mentioned at the very beginning, everyone has looked at porn, everyone has seen porn, I myself included, and I will not deny that I am a viewer of porn. Though this site was more disturbing than it was porn. Now, the site itself had what looked to be videos that were recorded on a Nokia phone, which don't ask me how they managed to strap a camera to an old Nokia. They managed just to get this shitty looking of a video going, and then decided to record it inside what looked to be a garage on a thrown down mattress with oil stains still in the corner and a half-built engine still laying there. Now, I'm all for trying to set a theme and an atmosphere, but this thing seriously looks like said Green Mile Billy Bob got bored and his sisters decided to record a video in the garage because fuck it, we need money, McDonald's isn't doing it anymore, and we've got to make that Pornhub money. Now, I did not go any deeper into the site after seeing the first video, not daring to want to see any more than this. At this point, I kind of got the feel of what this thing was. The site looked like it was made by a middle schooler in his free time, and it had a man promoting said website out in the middle of a Walmart parking lot. At that point, it told me enough after seeing the first couple minutes of that first video that I didn't want to see any more of this. And I was just sitting back and I was wondering, how does it get to this point? And then a realization hit me. Not only was this guy in the middle of a Walmart parking lot, but I didn't even dare to consider what was across the street from the Walmart. Right across the street, there was a Justice store and a GameStop. Now, for anyone who doesn't know what a Justice store is, it's a store who targets young girls from like 10 to 14, and it's just a young girl clothing store. And a GameStop, which if you don't know what a GameStop is, what's wrong with you? It's a gaming store that targets young kids and old middle-aged males with nothing else to do besides play video games. And I was like, holy shit. A young girl and her mom is gonna walk out of a Justice and see Rickety Robbie, his wife beater, and his porn site cardboard sign, and a 10-year-old is gonna walk out of GameStop after picking up the latest Call of Duty and learn about his new favorite website. And I thought, there's no way this shit can be legal. I mean, he's not out there holding out a pair of tits for everybody to see or playing a video of porn through his car speakers, but the guy's still advertising a porn site in public. And I thought, this had to stop. But then I see a cop car drive by. And then I see another cop car drive by. And then I see a wannabe rent-a-cop drive by on his golf cart. And no one does a damn thing besides stare at the guy and then drive off. Now, long story short, I eventually decided to go into the store and get what I needed, and I came out an hour later and the man was gone. Maybe he decided to move himself, or maybe someone told him to pack his shit and leave. Either way, he wasn't there, so there was no way to see whether or not someone forced him to move or if he willingly left. So I took it upon myself to actually look this up and to see what he was doing was legal or not. And I really couldn't find anything. And do you know how hard it is to look up, is advertising porn in public legal? And get a definite answer on the internet. I basically got two kinds of searches. I got articles talking about public displays of affection, or I got straight up porn. Nothing in between the two telling me whether or not porn advertised in public is legal. So, this point of the video, it kind of goes up to you. You decide for yourself. Was what wannabe Green Mile fatty boy pedophile man doing legal? Or was it somewhat, while immoral, completely legal? That's for you to decide. Though if anything, I now know if I ever want to start up a porn business, the best way to get my site out there